Now that was impressive. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, at least on the face of it, Peter, there's very little at stake in this.
But, Jim,
Well, it still gives ample opportunity for some fringe players to make their case. So I'm inclined towards something that's still high in intensity, in conviction, in tempo even. And that's not a bad thing.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, this guy, Luis Diaz, is someone I like a lot for his versatility that makes him suited for a very fluid front line. I mean, by trade, yes, he's a left winger, but he's proven himself to be decent with his back to goal, and he's a player with the potential to be prolific if you see how well...
He'll try from distance! It's bounced back off the post! Bernardo Silva. Oh, that... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's done it!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Colombia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. He shifted it to the flank. Diaz gets into a good position. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now it's Diaz. Munoz is there, and he can pick it up. Played down the flank. Now it's James Rodriguez. Cristiano Ronaldo. For Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto venturing down the left. Lerma. James Rodriguez. Out again for a throw-in.
Colombia definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Bruno Fernandes. He's looking wide. And there's his chance to lead the counter. João Neves has given away a free kick. Cristiano Ronaldo looking to add to his goal. Sanchez kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's James Rodriguez. Pedro Neto.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That's tidy. Space for him to turn and look. And they're quick to get it back. Lerma. And it's James Rodriguez. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lukumi. That's a lovely, delicate pass. Said about that pass, the better. Diaz. Over to the right flank. Hammers picks it up out wide.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Lerma. Munoz. Quality ball. Suarez. And here's Diaz. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread to the right.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And that's out of reach. James. Oh, that's a fine interception. Vitinha.
Portugal really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Mendes. Aimed at the far side. Vargas claims it without any fuss. Suarez. Munoz. João Neves. For Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Sanchez. And it's Munoz.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's having a shot! Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
And that is indeed the final act. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
Se solicita la presencia del padre de un niño con gorra azul en el centro de información. Aquí están los futbolistas.
So we're into the second 45. Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's played into the... Oh, great leap! And it's a goal!
Well, Peter, talk about how to make a difference. He made the best of this period when quite a few players had barely settled back into the game. Some brilliant work from the skipper here.
Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Portugal with the lead. No, he's not getting past him there. Oh, well measured. He is through here. Looking for a corner. Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either. Oh, good effort. That's a fair try, but just off target. And he's got away from him. Diaz. He's got away. Diaz proves just a little bit too strong. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mojica cuts it out. Lukumi. Bruno Fernandes simply refused to be outdone there.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Lukumi played out towards the right wing. Lerma. Suarez. Suarez! Oh, quite a hit and quite a touch too.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Pedro Neto. Looks across and plays it in. So we've reached the hour mark.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cristiano Ronaldo under intense pressure.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Deflected behind for a corner kick. Portugal have their second corner now. Pedro Neto! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Goes for a shot! And he can thump it away.
Colombia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible...
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Just too much on that. Lerma. And it's Lerma. Mojica. Bruno Fernandes does well to get it back. Oh, super ball!
Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Getting up there! Goal! And surely that clinches it! There really There's no way back now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Cambio en Colombia. Número 25.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Número 9.
Portugal now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Now, this could be a chance. Diaz! Oh, good finish. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Número 7. Se está realizando un cambio.
Portugal have opted to make another change here. Gonzalo Ramos coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Diaz. Portugal have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Vega. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Rafael Leao scooting forward. Vitinha. Cordoba. And the counter is on. He's shifting through the gear. He's had a shot! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Lerma.
Se agregará en 5
Into
minutos.
stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That's been intercepted. Bruno Fernandes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's in a great position here. And the shot! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
And that is expertly dealt with. Gomez with the Diaz! Oh, the ball here. Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And time is up. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.